You ever have that moment, the one where you have the perfect sentence all lined up in your head, but then you go to speak English and poof, nothing comes out? Or maybe just a little nervous whisper. Well, if that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to unlock the secrets to finally overcoming that fear and start building some real confident speaking skills. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about a feeling that pretty much every single language learner knows. You know what I'm talking about, that knot in your stomach, that fear of saying the wrong thing. I really want you to know that is completely 100% normal. And actually, understanding that fear, that's the very first step to breaking right through it. This slide right here, wow, it just gets to the heart of that internal battle, doesn't it? On one side, you've got your brain screaming, "Don't make any mistakes, I don't know the right words." But on the other side, the actual goal, the real path to fluency, is so much simpler. It's just speak. The real target isn't perfection, it's communication. Look at this little guy right here. He's basically that feeling of fear, isn't he? And for so many of us, that feeling comes from, being scared of making mistakes or not feeling confident or maybe even some bad experiences back in school. But here's the thing. The second you can see that fear for what it is, you can start to control it. And this quote, this is the key. This is the big mindset shift we all need to make. Stop trying to get flawless grammar and start focusing on clear communication. Seriously, the moment you start thinking about connecting with someone instead of correcting yourself, all that pressure just melts away. And that's when the real learning can actually start. So, how do we start building that confidence without all the pressure of a real live conversation? Well, the secret is to create your own personal immersion zone. Basically, you're going to turn the world around you into your very own English classroom. And it's easier than you think. All right, step one. This is so simple, but it's incredibly effective. Just switch your phone and your computer's language to English. Do it for your social media apps, too. All of a sudden, you're learning new practical words every single time you just unlock your screen. It's amazing. Next up, you want to fill your ears with the language. Put on some English music while you're driving, listen to an English podcast while you're doing chores, maybe an audiobook before you go to sleep. You'll start to just absorb the natural rhythm and the sound of the language without even really trying. And of course, this one's a classic for a reason. Watching your favorite movies or TV shows, but with the English subtitles on. This is huge because it connects what you hear with what you read. It's the absolute best way to see how words are actually pronounced in natural, fast conversations, not just how they sound in a textbook. Okay, so we've been talking about passive immersion. Now let's level up and turn that into some active practice. But, and this is the important part, we're going to do it in a way that's actually fun and totally stress-free. It's time to kind of play your way to fluency. The key here is what we call low-stress practice. What does that mean? Well, we're talking about really simple, timed activities where the only goal is to speak. That's it. The pressure is completely off. And mistakes? Oh, they're not just allowed, they're basically expected. They're just proof that you're trying, which is awesome. So here's a fantastic example you can try with a friend. It's a game kind of like speed dating. All you do is get a simple question, like, what's your favorite food? And then you and your partner just talk about it for 1 minute. That is it. It's short, it's focused, and because it's only a minute, there's literally no pressure to be perfect. You just talk.
And hey, if you don't have a partner, that's totally fine. You can practice in front of a mirror or record yourself talking about your day on your phone. Honestly, the most important thing is just to get your mouth moving and start building that physical and mental habit of speaking English.
All right, our next technique is one of my favorites. It is one of the most powerful shortcuts to sounding more fluent and sounding fluent fast. We're going to move beyond thinking about single words and learn how to speak in chunks. So what exactly is a chunk? Well, it's just a group of words that native speakers almost always use together. Think of it like a ready-made phrase. Instead of trying to build a sentence one tiny word at a time, you just grab a whole chunk and you're good to go. And this table just shows the difference so perfectly. I mean, instead of just hello, a chunk like how's it going sounds so much more natural, right? Instead of a simple yes, you could say that's so true. And here's why this is so powerful. Using chunks actually reduces the mental work your brain has to do. You're not translating word for word. You're just using a complete, ready-made phrase, which saves you a ton of mental energy and makes your speech flow so much better. Honestly, building up a mental library of these chunks is a total game changer. Think about it. Phrases like, it's up to you, or can't complain, They let you respond super quickly and confidently in a conversation without having to pause and think about all the grammar rules. Okay, as we start to wrap things up, there's something really important to remember. Fluency isn't some, I don't know, distant, impossible destination. It's a journey that you take one step at a time. And the best part, you can start making real progress today. I really want you to remember this. Achieving fluency is all about consistency, not intensity. Seriously, a marathon of just 15 minutes a day will always beat a one-time 5-hour sprint. It's those small, consistent efforts that build real, lasting skill. So as you move forward on your journey, just try to keep these 3 simple ideas in mind. First, be consistent. Can you find just 15 minutes every day? Second, be patient with yourself. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. And maybe most importantly, be playful. Have fun with it, laugh at your mistakes, and actually enjoy the process. Okay, so let's make this really practical. Don't just listen to all this and then forget it. I want you to pick one chunk that we talked about today, just one, and make a plan to actually use it. Maybe in a text message, in a conversation, or even just say it out loud to yourself. So what is the one chunk you're going to make your own today?